Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to unbox and review the X96Q Pro. Okay, so the sample I received to review is 16 gigabytes of ROM and 2 gigabytes of RAM. So inside the package we can find a remote control. You need 2 batteries to operate. Also HDMI cable and the power supply. You can also find a user manual. Okay, so this box and another one that I already reviewed was sent to me by Sanzo, so you can check the link I will leave in the video description with all details. They also sell a lot of other Android boxes, so you can check the entire website. Probably you will find the right box for you. Okay, so we will have a look at the details in the video because I will show you directly from either. And they also have Windows machines, small machines like TV boxes but in Windows. Mini PC, it's the proper name, and they are also in AliExpress, so you can order from AliExpress and they have a store, so you can check all the other boxes and see the one that you like the most. But for now we will do the review of the X96Q Pro. Once again, I will leave links in the video description, so check it out. Sanzo, okay? So in order to do the review, I will be using my remote control. I already have a video also talking about that remote, because see, it make the experience, the user experience easier. Okay, so this is the boot. And soon we will be presented with the launcher. Okay, here we have it. So nice colors, nice design. Let's have a look at the apps that come already installed in the machine. Not much. Okay, so let's check if we have updates available to do. Check version, and that's the latest. Okay, so no updates. Let's continue with the review. So in order to add another app to the menu, you just press plus and then you select the application that you want. I will select Miracast and it's right there right now. Okay, so Miracast. Let's go to the settings So you can change the device name. If you don't like X96Q Pro, you can change it. You can also enter a custom name. You can also do reset, factory reset, change the language, date, time, whatever. Let's check the Android version. So it's version 10, Android 10. The kernel and the build. Okay, let's get out of here and proceed with testing. Let's check the Google Play Store. So I already entered my credentials, and as you can see, it's the black background, and as I'm using that other remote, I'm able to use the microphone, so whenever I'm speaking it turns red, and I can search applications by voice. I will now search for Facebook. I didn't record my voice, but you can see that I'm not keying anything, and it found. Okay, so now I'm going to search for Gmail, and okay, it worked. So the microphone is working. If you have a remote with microphone, that's not the one that comes with the box. So now I will be installing IDA in order we can have an overview about the hardware. So installing from the Google Store. Okay, it's working, so let's proceed with the testing. So about the system, X96Q Pro, available memory, available space, of external space, Bluetooth version, a CPU, Allwinner H313, Cortex A53, quad core, Android 10, and that's it. So you can check all the other details in the video description. Remember, I will leave the links to the store, and also I will leave the specifications for the box. Okay, so let's try to open Netflix, and remember that using Chinese TV boxes you will not be able to play Netflix in 4K. Okay, so you will only have HD. So it's working. I don't have a username and password, so I cannot show you that it works. So the application comes pre-installed and it seems to run. Okay, you just need to open and sign in. Okay, so next test will be YouTube. So in the package we see 4K, and in the details we see 4K. So let's test if it can run 4K in YouTube. Let me just say that I'm running the tests in wired connection, so through the Ethernet cable. and later on in the video I will do the speed test in Wi-Fi and then in Ethernet for comparison. Okay, the loading was really fast. The playback is 4K and it's running quite well. The quality is really good. So if it runs 4K, it will run 1080p with no issues. Okay, so the YouTube experience is good, but remember that I'm using wired connection. Okay, so next test, browser. Can we browse the internet? Yes, but probably you need to hook up a mouse and a keyboard, otherwise with the remote will be a pain in the ass. So let's open two tabs. And the overall speed is acceptable. The time to load, I think it's acceptable. So yes, it's usable. We can, if somehow you need to download an application that is not in the Google Play Store, you can search it in Google and then download from Chrome browser. So it really works. Okay, so the next test will be mirror your smartphone to your TV box. So I will be finishing now the web browser test. You see it running. So let's open up Miracast. And then you need to have a smartphone with casting capability, and then they will look for each other. So the phone will look for the box will look for a device trying to cast, and they will connect. Okay, after that you will see your smartphone on your TV, and it works.
I'm a host.
Don't forget, if you like my videos, consider to subscribe to the channel. I'm always bringing content. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Leave your questions on the comments. Okay, so now we will play some content from a flash drive. So you notice this box doesn't have USB 3.0, so the speed will be slower. So if you have a big collection of movies and you want to watch them here, you need to see. So if you have HD, if it will run, and if you have 4K, if it will run from the flash drive or from an external hard disk drive. Okay, so the first one I will run, it's 1080p, 30 frames per second, H.264 codec, and no issues, playing really nice. Now 1080p, 60 frames per second. I don't think it's 100% smooth, so let me know what you think, but I think it's not 100% perfect. And the CPU, it's almost at 100. Remember, we are playing these files from a flash drive. So 1080p, 60 frames per second. Okay, let's now change for 4K, 30 frames per second. .4K, 30 frames per second from the flash drive. Okay, let's check the last one. So 4K, 60 frames per second, and already the butterfly seems to be in slow motion. So it's not working, and it seems to jump from one scene to the other. So I believe this is caused by the speed of the transfer file from the flash drive and not from the capability of the processor on handling 4K. Okay, I think it's enough. So now we will change the kind of file. So let's stop this, let's change to the jellyfish 10-bit. So this one is running great. So 1080p, 30 frames per second, no issues. 90 megabits, also no issues. 140 and it's struggling, so no buffering, so we have to quit. It cannot handle these ones. Okay, so forget about 200 and 400 megabits. And the final file I have here for testing, it's a MKV, so a Matroska file in 4K.
We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
And the codec is
Of course you're ready. You're a rock star.
And it's running great. So
How's it looking,
4K,
Barley?
24
We should have about 10
frames per
minutes.
second, running
Well, that's perfect.
great from the
We're
front.
only one. Oh!
So depending on
Captain,
the kind
we
of
have to
file
abort.
the box is reading, depending on the encoding, can handle 4K really well, as you can see.
Maybe we can too.
Okay, so now let's see some benchmarks. So Geekbench 486 in single core, multi-core 1231. Let's now change to Antutu 477016. Okay, so remember, if you will be using this box on your house and you don't have a wired connection, consider to have a wired connection, because I will be testing now the speed of the internet in Wi-Fi and cable. So the first one will be Wi-Fi, and the contracted package I have with Vodafone, it's 200 download and 400 download, 200 upload. And here in Wi-Fi the result is really pathetic, really bad. So we wouldn't be able to play 4K content from YouTube using Wi-Fi. Now I will be changing to wireless connection using the Ethernet cable. And check the difference. Whoa, huge. So always consider, if you are using a TV box, always consider to use the wired connection. Because I'm really close to the router, and the speed should be really better. So could be something in the box would require a better antenna, I don't know. Okay, something I also noticed is that we have the camera app, so I decided to plug in a webcam to check if it works. And it works, so probably you will be able to use this in Skype, and you can make calls with your family and friends. So nice surprise. We can also take pictures or photos. Okay, can we game with this box? Let's check. So normally I only test one game. I'm not a gamer, so I just want to know if the box is able to handle some graphic game. And as you can see, it can. So I'm using a keyboard and I can drive perfectly, and the quality is really nice, so it's approved for gaming. It works really good. Okay, so I wanted also to check if the box comes rooted, and for that I installed root checker, and let's have a look. Okay, don't forget to, if you like my videos, consider to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments on the video below. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please subscribe.